guys, so today's topic would be something very different. I generally don't speak on these kinds of topics because it becomes very controversial at some point of time. Because people's belief are different, and how people identify as some concept about something, it's different. So you can take whatever resonates with you, and you can leave whatever doesn't resonate with you. So today's topic is I recently saw a video from someone's channel. Basically, she was giving a second-hand coaching to someone, as in like she was reacting to a video of some other coach whose belief system had changed, and so something like that she was making. And I really appreciate her. I really appreciate the way she was actually giving her point of view and all that kind of stuff, and that obviously resonates with a lot of people uh, who like to learn from other people. And it also acts as a there are so many people who have actually manifested things, and they have lost those things because they could not keep that state intact anymore, and they started going into, like, for them the manifestation was more about, I want to get something, so I need to do certain technique for getting it. It was not a lifestyle to them. It was sort of let's fix it kind of plan. And many of the problem with this is that you can obviously manifest in any state, because it's just your dominant thoughts manifesting things. But the problem with this kind of thinking is that once you get those things, you will go back to that original shitty kind of mindset wherein you didn't actually work on your inner beliefs, and you didn't actually reprogram it properly. You were just doing all these things to get something out of it. Okay, so I am someone like I might manifest communication with my SP, but that doesn't mean that I have to stop communication affirmations. Like, I like to do it because I want my lifestyle to be that. I want to retain that stuff. For example, if you have a problem with, you'll get good opportunities, but you also want to retain them. Okay, this is just an example because there are so many people who have different problems and different things. So you want to retain being somewhere for a long time. So how do you do that? So you would have to encompass the new beliefs as your new lifestyle, or you need to encompass those new beliefs as your dominant thought. So it doesn't happen once or twice you do some affirmations and it's done. It doesn't happen that way. So you need to make it a lifestyle. And if you're bored with affirmations, make new affirmations and start practicing it. But don't leave things just like that. So I've seen so many people who have actually manifested huge chunks of money and even lost money. I've seen coaches, like the previous coaches who I used to follow, that they got their SP and then they lost their SP, and that is because they went into this shitty kind of mindset. They went into that poor self-concept, and what's more important is that you not just need to do good self-concept affirmations, but you should also be revising your SP in a way that you want this person to appear. So both of these is important, and if you leave any one of them, that's not going to work for you. So the person who was offering this second hand coaching, like, not second hand coaching, like, yeah, it was a kind of second hand coaching only. So she was taking someone's video, and she was basically reacting to the video, and basically what this person should do in order to get the things right in her life. So she said this one thing, like, I basically commented in her video, because I always like to have a network wherein I have different kinds of coaches here, and I like to be, because I love to take manifestation as a form of lifestyle and not something with which I am trying to fix something to get something. So I can get my SP tomorrow also, but how do I ensure that I'm really happy with him? I need to check on myself. I need to see him in a different way. It's different. I need to see him in a different way as well. So both of these are important. So as I was saying, that basically this person, I wrote something there, and I said that in Bible Jesus said that God resides within you. And let me tell you this straight. It's not just in Bible, it's there in Gita as well. So in Bhagavad Gita also, like in Hindus, people believe that God resides within you. So you might be from a different region, you might not be Bengali, you might not be a Maharashtrian, you might not be anyone. But if you are an Indian and if you are a Hindu, you will resonate with this belief that God resides within you. So that means that you and God are not separate beings. And there's nothing outside of you which is happening, because every thought originates from you. And if you have been in a lack state for a long time, or if you have been in a wrong kind of mindset for a long time, that's what you keep manifesting. But also at a certain point, like when we feel like I don't have anyone to depend on, or something like that, or maybe you feel alone or something, at that point of time, it is okay to think God as someone who is doing something outside of you. I mean, I'm not contradicting my belief system, but that's what I've learned, that see, God resides within me. But why am I going to church, or why am I going to temple to pray? Because I feel like that place gives me peace. And that doesn't mean that I cannot pray to my God by just talking to myself. I can do that. But if I need some additional peace, I will go to a temple, or I will go to a church, whatever it is, like whatever my dominion or belief system is, I would do that. So basically she said this one thing to me, that yes, you are right, that when we pray to God, we pray to a higher power, but that higher power is actually within you. No, she said something like that higher power is actually yourself, who is projecting, who is helping you as your higher power. So while I agree to her point up to a certain extent, but I do not completely agree. Maybe because I am someone who is a believer of God, and I do believe that there is someone out there who is looking out for us, who is helping us, who knows how to help us when we are in trouble, when we are in problems. So I would not totally agree to this. I might be my higher self or whatever it is, but there is a God out there who is looking out for us. So when you are in deep trouble and you feel like you are running out of solutions, you did all of that is possible for this problem to solve, and you still cannot solve this problem, I will turn to God, because I have done this for my SP. I've done this for many things in my life which were beyond my control, whether it was my career, whether it was some money issues I was going through, or whether it is something or the other. I always believe that there's someone out there who is looking out for me. So if I don't have answer to those particular problems, I'll be going and praying to him and saying that you need to help me out here. So actually, of course, the God gave us tools to help us, but there are certain things, or there are certain situations which are beyond your control. Like for example, if you need some money and you are in loss of money, and so you did all that thing possible. You may have opened a new business which goes well, but totally it's not helping you to pay the bills or whatever it is. So at that point of time, like, you need to turn to something, right, for help, because you did all things possible and you cannot be hyper independent. So the problem with hyper independence is that you feel like you don't need anyone to help you, and that kind of independence is not helpful, because anything which puts distances between you and your favorite things, that is not helping. So I would really say that there is a person out there who is looking out for you, whether you call him Jesus, or whether you call him God, or whether you call him Allah, or whether you call him Guru Nanak. It doesn't matter, but there is someone out there who is looking out for you. And to me, yes, so many things in my life is dependent on me, and because God resides within me, and I am the person who is actually looking out for myself in the earthly realms, but there is someone out there who helps you, who created this universe. Why else would the earth's gravity would be so balanced that it doesn't fly out in the galaxy, or it doesn't shrink into a ball? It is because there's someone out there who created this universe, and whether you call it whether you call it what to say, like there's a scientific term, I'm not able to remember that word, um, whether you call it a hologram or whether you call it your creator created it, it's up to you. I leave it up to you. But there is a power inside in this world who looks out for you. And I'll always like to believe that there is a God outside of me and also within me. God, since we are part of God, so there's a part of God inside of me. And that's why what I say is valuable. And I have the power to change the world because God resides within me. So I am not without God. And I would never like to believe that I am without God or there is no God. I am the only God here. Like basically, when I say that I am the only God here, it means that you are the only one who is looking after yourself. So I will never be saying those kinds of things because that doesn't align to my beliefs. Maybe it's my upbringing. Maybe it's how I see God as. And I have a personal relationship with Jesus. He has promised a lot of things to me, which I totally believe on him because I've always believed in him in all the things. Whether I call him Jesus or whether I call him Krishna, it doesn't matter to me because it's the same source which is helping me out. So these are my thoughts. I don't know what are your thoughts. And whatever it is, just believe that there's someone out there who is always helping you. You're not alone in this world. That's about it. Thank you. Also, one of the things which I always feel like people who are hyper independent, like there was a part of me who was once that, so I am beyond that now. Like I've gone past it. But there was a part of me once which believed that I am I am the only one who's looking after myself. The problem with this kind of thinking is that you will always feel alone, and you will feel that the world is nothing but you, and there's no one out there who can help you out. And that's a very shitty kind of mindset which anyone can have. So there is a God. He is looking after you. He created you. He knows how many hairs you have in your hair, or the number of breaths you took today. So he knows everything. And there is God. There are enough evidences that there is God. There are so many testimonies which has happened there is God. Yes, God is like, prayer and manifestation is the same thing. It's just that in manifestation, we are reprogramming our mindset so that, you just can't make a prayer and then just think that, okay, it's gonna happen without changing yourself. You need to really change yourself. You really need to change your perspective. And that is also the works of God which is happening through him. So we might create our world through our own thoughts, but we are not the one who is bringing the way to it. That way is God, that way is Jesus, that way is Krishna, that way is whoever you pray to, or that way is Shiva. So that's how it is. Take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. That's about it. Thank you.